Hello, everybody. And tonight we are discussing healing the planet and some of the amazing energies that we can bring in through us to do so. And lots of questions have come in. Hi, Freya. Lovely to see you. Lots of questions have come in. And so I'll start talking about those. And also, of course, I'll do some cards. Hello, Alicia. And I've just opened a new pack of animal cards. Hi, Alison and Elaine. Hi. And Christine. Hi, Christine. Let's just have an animal card while we wait from a brand new pack I've just opened. Let's see. Interesting. We've got the giraffe. Let's see what it says. I think we've picked two out. I think they're new, so they're stuck together. So the giraffe is with Archangel Jophiel. And of course, it's tall. It sees everything from a higher perspective. And so that's what the animals are calling on us to do tonight. Just see the whole world from a higher perspective. And as soon as you do that, all the lower doubts and fears just vanish away. Because, of course, anything can happen at the higher frequencies. Oh, a whole lot of people have jumped in. Hello, Alicia and Rachel and Alison and Caroline. I've got a question from you. Elaine, I think I've said hello to already. Wait, not quite sure what's happened. The new names have come in at the top. Okay, now this question has been coming in for ages, and so I've got to answer it. She says, it's a difficult area to address, but I've recently listened to some of Doreen Virtue's more recent statements regarding her conversion to Christianity and her subsequent statements about New Age practices. This very much now warns about the apparent dangers of connecting with ascended masters and angelic realms. Hi, Tonya and Astrid and Marianne. Hi. And this has confused me greatly, she says, and especially with regard to protecting against negative entities. Okay, the greatest protection against any negative entities is the Christ light. Now, the Christ light is nothing to do with religion, Christianity, or anything else. It is a very high frequency source energy that has come through the Christ and is called the Christ light, and it's very protective. Hi, Elizabeth and Kimia. Oh, animal cards, yes. And Claire and Emma. Hi, Jacqueline, the Netherlands. Hi, Caroline and Christiane and Helen and Annas from Germany and Erin. Okay, so I'm just answering this question. And the second part of this is also we're not supposed to be seeing ourselves as I am creators. Okay, this is a plane of free will. So you are a creator. You are a creator of your destiny. And the I am is your divine spark, your original divine spark from God. So when you become an I am creator, you're doing it with God consciousness. Next part, or to refer to Christ as Christ, or connecting to and working with the gold ray of Christ. How do we ensure we only connect and receive to the true Christ light? There is nothing else except the true Christ light. If you think it, Christ light will touch you. If your energies are very low and you think about the Christ light, the energy will try to get through to you. It may not be able to touch you because it can't come down into very low frequencies, can't come lower than the fifth dimension. But if you have raised your frequency and you think about the Christ light comes to you. And it's all about being in the true vibration, being true to yourself. I've missed a lot of people, but hi, Helen and Vanessa and Catherine and Angela. Oh, you've just bought the animal cards and the dragon deck, and you love them. Bless you. Thank you. And Christina, Catherine, and Monica. Lovely to see you. And Janet. It's lovely to have you, Janet. Oh, Anuj. Okay, so this question is going on and on. How do we reconcile combining this, which is all the ascended masters and everything else, with the other angelic realms, such as the diamond violet flame of Archangel Zadkiel's? Now, all archangels are part of God, and they're also part of your essence. Remember, when your divine spark was left God, the Godhead, it was encoded with archangel energy. And as you have stepped down through your soul and into your personality, some of that energy is still encoded in you. They're all part of your birthright and your essence. And Christ light, as I've said already, is pure source love. And we're all part of that love and oneness. We're just waking up to it. So your intention to remain in the highest and purest light is most important. And it's really, really imperative now to keep positive, because the light workers are holding the energy for the whole world to ascend. So if some people are confused, have changed their minds, are spreading other information, that's up to them, their destiny. You just stay true to what you believe, not what I say, what you believe, what feels right for you. As I'm always saying, if something I say feels right for you, it's yours. If it doesn't, then let it go. Okay? It's quite a long answer to that question. Oh, lots of new people. Anne and Yetta and Gaia. Gaia, I hope that's how you pronounce it. And Katya and Anne-Marie and Irena and Rosalie and Miriam and Becky. Nice to see you all tonight. Okay, now this is a theme that's come through a few questions about healing the planet. She says, this is Rebecca. My teenage daughters are very upset about what they read regarding the planet and tell me that if things are not reversed in 12 years, it will be irreversible. I think it's interesting because of what I know about 2032. I have hope. So the answer is, at the third dimension, they can't be reversed. At the fifth dimension and the higher dimensions we are working with, they can. Anything can happen at that level. Miracles happen. And of course, we are calling in very high frequencies, and they are changing the world. It's incredible how much power we have. And okay, then she goes on about plastic. It seems impossible to get away from it. Okay, but just think how the consciousness towards plastic has changed over the last 12 months only. People everywhere are suddenly aware of the damage it's doing, not just to animals and the toxins in the air, but in our physical bodies, food wrapped in plastics, the toxins in the plastic go into the food. No wonder people have been finding health a problem. And so try to let it go and know that as the consciousness rises, new technology will come in that will enable us to move away from plastic totally. There will be no harmful plastic in the new golden age. Things are moving so quickly. I've missed a whole lot more here. Hi, Tatcha, and Sugar and Venus are here, and hi, Grace and Davida from Taiwan, and Stefania and Manjiri from India, and Brigitte from Finland, and Marion. I'm sorry, I know I've missed lots of people, but the names didn't come up very quickly today. Hi, Helen from Dubai, and Jennifer from New York, stormy New York. Well, you know, they tell us we're going to have storms here too, so I hope you're all right. And remember, hold your energy steady, and then the elementals stay calm. We have the power. Everybody in New York just sat quietly and asked the elementals to calm down. It would make a total difference. And the same, of course, in England. Hi, Prem and Saya from Finland, and Andrew and Wendy. Hi, Janet and Maricela from Mexico. Cindy. I feel that we've got some new names tonight? Hajo, which is lovely. And I know that you're a very old friend. Diana from Germany, from Stuttgart. Should be in Stuttgart in November. And Tefnot. And Alicia. Hi, Alicia. And Rosemary and Denise. Okay, so. Oh, and also, Rebecca, you say, how can you get the Zoom you did with Tim? All the Zooms are under online courses listed in my website. You can get the recordings of any of them. They still hold the same energy as when they were first sent out, so that you can get them at any time. And then, can we do it? This is another one. This is from Caroline. Can we make good all the harm that's been done? Do we, the people, stand a chance against the 1% who are hell-bent on destruction? I think 99% can fight 1%. And what about all the toxic emotions, toxic substances, and alien life forms? Okay, the answer is yes. There is a huge amount of shift of energy and awareness over the last few years. But I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. It's about a friend of mine who went to a beauty spot, and she was horrified to see all the rubbish and plastic bottles and stuff that were left there. And she was thinking all these angry thoughts about people who'd left the litter. And this voice said, and what about the psychic rubbish you are leaving with your judgmental thoughts? Oh, I mean, to me, that was just the answer. And when I see rubbish, if I can, I pick it up. And if I can't, then I bless the person. I send a blessing to the person. If you feel loved and belonging, you do not drop litter. And so all these people that are dropping litter don't feel they belong. They are fouling their own nest. So just send them a blessing. So call in the unicorns and ask the unicorns to send a blessing to them, just to touch them with light. And under grace, give them a blessing of belonging and feeling one. And you know, then people won't drop litter. And you can do that and you can make a difference. Oh, Tracy, you've broken your back. Please pray for me and my 3 boys. Okay, everybody, let's just imagine a huge healing emerald flame in front of you. We call in Archangel Raphael, the healing Raphael emerald dragons, all the healing angels. And we ask under grace for the highest good, for a huge flame of light to be placed over Tracy for her healing, and a beautiful rod of light going right down her back, just making her back totally aligned, and backs about feeling supported. So just bring in all the support on every level that she needs, and anyone else that is having the same problem. Okay, Tracy, hope that you open yourself up to receive that flame, and we'd love to have any feedback. And backs seem to be a huge problem at the moment. I know so many people that have got bad backs, and it's all about feeling unsupported either by family, by community, or by the universe, whether it's about finances, emotions, or what. And so just bring a column of light down your back, if this applies to you, and ask the angels to bring you the support that you need. And every single time we do it for ourselves or for someone else under grace, then we are helping the entire planet to heal. Because so many individuals are taking things on for the planet right now. Thank you, Mandy, for sending love and healing. And to think that a lot of people will be doing that, Tracy. Okay, so toxic substances, again, we can all help. Plant ferns, plant other plants in your house. They start dissolving and clearing the toxic substances in your home. Lots of thoughts about connecting with ascended masters come to mind, but waiting for the helpful spark as to how. Do you know, Manjiri, all you have to think is Saint Germain, and Saint Germain is with you. Connecting is about trusting that they're with you, and then you can talk to them. You can go silent and let your intuition hear what they have to say. People expect they have to do amazing, miraculous things to communicate with the ascended masters. Nonsense. Any high frequency being of love is with you the second you think about them. If you want to call on Jesus for love, just think Jesus, and that energy is with you. They want to help us as much as we help them. But we say, oh, I'd really love to connect to Mother Mary. Mother Mary, please come to me. She's there, standing with you, waiting to help you. And people don't believe it, so they reject the connection. And all you have to do is say, thank you, I know you're there. Please, will you help me with such and such? Please, can you do this? And send them some love and some gratitude. And that strengthens the connection. Trust is a huge step forward. Okay, I know people don't believe that one, but I know I say it every week in some form or another. The toxic emotions, toxic substances, and alien life forms. Okay, don't give any energy to them. Rise above them. These things are all third dimensional. If you are fifth dimensional, they cannot touch you. Sorry, my dogs are taking absolutely notice of me talking. They are waiting for their other treat. There we are. Off you go. Oh, here we've got some new names. Benny, Denise from South Africa, and Stephanie from Austria, and Matt from California, and Naomi from Shetland. All over the world, ready to send the energies out. Okay, Caroline, keep your frequency high, and that automatically starts to clear the toxins. And here's another one. Regarding the 2 mass shootings in the USA this past Saturday, do you think these shooters were influenced by Cabal-type dark forces from Malvina? The truth is, there are low frequency energies hanging around all over the place. And if somebody's mind is empty or low frequency, those forces can come straight in and influence them. And this can happen to anybody who's not in charge of their mind. The answer is keep your frequency high and stay focused. And do you know, have you ever felt fine and you walk down the road and suddenly you feel depressed. And it's because you have not put your protection of Christ light round you, and you have been open. Your mind has been open to somebody that walking along maybe half a mile away with a negative thought form of depression around him, and it's come straight into you. Just make sure you are surrounded in Michael's cloak or some other protection, or that your frequency is fifth dimensional and it cannot touch you. Absolutely cannot touch you. And so, yeah, I'm sure anybody that shoots anybody else is influenced by lower thought forms around them. And don't mix with people of lower energies. Oh, now here's one. The Humane Society International has had one of their latest campaigns is to stop dog meat eating. And they have dog meat festivals, apparently in South Korea and China. And it said that over 1 million dogs are killed at these festivals. And so they're asking, please send light to these countries and create a portal of light for the dog souls to help them move into the light. And so maybe that is something that we can do now. Let's just ground yourself. Know that the light is pouring down through you at this moment into the earth. And call in Archangel Felier, the angel of animals. The beautiful sunshine yellow energy coming through you. And with your heart wide open, just send that energy from your heart to create a vast, vast, vast portal of light coming down right into South Korea and China. Make it enormously wide to all add energy to it. Its portal is going right down through the earth into the center of earth, and it's going right up, forming just like a huge, vast portal of shimmering, shining, sunshine yellow light. And millions of yellow angels are coming into the portal and going out and fetching the spirits of dogs who have died, who are lost, who are stuck, bringing them back into the portal so that they can pass into the light. Just see or sense angels going out and drawing the dog spirits into the portal. So needed. And then another wave of angels is coming in. And they are going out to touch the minds of everybody in the areas so that they start to understand how special, how beautiful the souls of dogs are, all animals are. Raising their consciousness so that they no longer have any need to hurt an animal. And we ask that the beautiful dragons that work with Archangel Felier and whose hearts radiate the most incredible yellow light, that they protect this portal and they shine light onto and find anyone that needs help in this area. Just an angel's just come in and said, thank you, everybody that's participated, and we need this everywhere. And indeed, but we made one here tonight, and maybe this can connect to the other portals we've made on other occasions so that the light spreads further. And we ask that this portal stays in place for as long as it is needed. And then open your eyes. Okay. And again, if any of you have got any comments, any thoughts about that, please send them. Yeah, said Gillian, the message about the litter. It's our thoughts lead psychic litter. Georgia, she's coming to the end of a huge, heartbreaking, transformative part of her life. So you've been through an initiation. I'm asked to complete a task which I'm scared to do for fear of the consequences and fear of not being good enough. I know I'm supported, but you want more support under grace. And you ask the unicorns to support you. Okay, we've said it. It is now done. You will receive that support. And once you've gone through that initiation, you're ready to jump into the next level. Right. There's another one there about financial healing needed. And I've got one here, so this will answer your question as well. Hi, Poonam, just seeing you come in, and Carly. The one is a prayer. Okay. And she's asking for a prayer, this is Natisha, to heal one of the related stresses the world may be facing right now. And of course, a lot of people are facing this, and that's poverty consciousness, and a prayer to bring in abundance this year. So the prayer is to shift poverty consciousness to abundance consciousness for everybody on the planet. And it's not about bringing in abundance, it's just about shifting your frequency so that you automatically attract abundance, the right people to help you, the job that you want, the house that you want, and that it will happen. If your frequency is right, it happens automatically. So I tell you what, why don't we now just close our eyes again and ask the angels, the dragons, the unicorns to tune you personally into abundance consciousness, so that in your third eye you hold the frequency that attracts in exactly what you need, and more than what you need, a cornucopia of delight for you, bringing a feeling of safety, a feeling of freedom, a feeling of self-worth, a feeling of comfort and relaxation. Just decide what that frequency means for you. picture yourself at that frequency, receiving all these things that are right for you. I'm going to give you a moment or two to do that. And the more clear you get into it, the more your frequency aligns with true abundance consciousness. So picture yourself abundant, relaxed, safe, free, happy. And picture yourself turning or pressing the remote to tune into that exact program. And what they're showing me is a light now shining out from your third eye. Now, the next part of this, if we all are radiating that light, we've tuned into our abundance consciousness, is to spread it round the planet. What you're doing is spreading that frequency so that people can harmonize with it. Raising the light in people's third eye. So that all over the world, in every country, things are starting to change as people draw to them their heart's desire. Okay. It's very interesting. Lots of people are just adding to this. Simi says, one should now detach and separate from all negative persons and things. Oh, I've lost it. It's gone up now. But of course, that's right. Just detach from all those people and move into people with abundance consciousness. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Marie Pierre. Yeah. And thank you, Laura. Asking for grace and mercy for everybody on the whole planet. The greatest gift you can give is to raise your frequency. People around raise theirs automatically. Every time we do a meditation, a unicorn is waiting for me. Can you tell me why? Yes, you are aligned to the unicorn frequency, so they're coming into your light. Tracy, thank you for the healing. I could see it before you said my name. It is lack of support in many areas, but I'm an independent mom. Love to all. Well, Tracy, you've had a huge boost of energy from all of us, held with great love, and that will make a difference. Start expecting good things to come. Well, thank you, Mary Lou. You're crying from happiness. Oh, it was you that asked the question about the dog meat, yes. And I think we've done quite a few things tonight, and so the answers are coming in. The comments are coming in about things that we did earlier. Oh, Catherine says, a big, beautiful dog came to me and its eyes cried with love and joy. Okay, Elizabeth, well, don't let your heart break for the planet and the animals. We are just going through an amazing transition and getting just wonderful things starting to happen as we raise the frequency. Oh, thank you, Poonam. The yellow portal's amazing. And the yellow angels, so tender. Yeah. Christiane says, you can remember that I did one before for the animals. Yeah, I'm sure we've done lots for the animals. I think it's really important. And I was going to say, you asked, came to Earth to offer themselves. What about dogs? Oh, yeah, dogs offer themselves, but I don't think they want to be eaten in a ceremony and festival. I think it's time to raise the frequency. Okay, Crystal, you had a visualization of the mighty dragons surrounding and clearing over China and Korea. And they'll have to come in again and again and do it. So that'll be fantastic. And oh, we're just talking about unicorns. And so I want to say, and I said this on the Zoom on Sunday, that I am making a documentary about unicorns. And I'd love to hear from anybody who's got a concrete unicorn story, either for the book or the documentary, and that's prepared to talk about it in grounded terms. That would be really lovely. And you can send anything like that to diana@dianacooper.com, and Melissa will get them and send them on to me. So that would be great. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Taryn. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Laura. Abundance, yes. Right. So, other ways of healing the planet. What I love to do when I'm out, and you know, there's a lot of trees that are finding it very stressful right now. They have been holding so much energy for us for so long. And in the area I'm living in right now, a lot of trees are really stressed. And so invoke the cosmic diamond violet flame to come down through the trees, the forests, everywhere, including all the forests in South America that are being chopped down. And that's starting to clear the energy. It goes down through their roots and starts cleansing the pain in the air. I remember some years ago walking through a forest, and they've been chopping the trees, and they had obviously been chopping them without care, without love. And I just felt ill. It was so bad. The trees were literally crying out in pain at what was happening. And I had to go back and do a lot of energy work there. But then I went to another forest about a few days later where they were chopping the trees down, and they were chopping them down carefully, caringly, only taking the ones that were diseased. And you know, the energy there was totally different. So just whenever you go anywhere with the trees, just call in cosmic diamond violet flame and ask it to help the trees. But you can also bring down other energies through the trees, and it spreads through their root system. So I often bring down the gold ray of Christ, the Mahatma energy, all of those things, that all of those high frequency energies, even unicorn light, to come down through the trees. It gives the trees a boost. It goes into the earth and it sends that energy around, because all the trees around the planet are connected into all of them. Hi, Dee from Texas. Sana, can the angels and the dragons help me with my love life? Been alone for a long time and having trouble to meet a good partner. Well, of course, they can help you. But the minute that you're sending out the right energy for a partner, your guardian angel will arrange the synchronicity for you to meet them. And I'm sure you've heard this before, but it's our job to send out that right frequency. So look at your life, look at your thoughts, look at your beliefs. What's in there that says, I don't attract a partner to me? And you're going to find there might be family beliefs, ancestral beliefs, things that have happened in your life that have made you wary, a million things. Maybe it's not the right time. Maybe you've made a vow that you will be celibate in this life or not have a partner. Just start writing all the things down and clearing them, burn them, and then ask the angels to arrange the synchronicity so that you meet the right person. Okay? Hajo, you saw light from third eye surrounding Earth and the galaxy. Wow, now that's lovely. Oh, and Katrine, you saw several silver dragons around you. Keep bringing in the divine feminine and healing the energy. Now, one of the things that's really important on the planet are the oceans. Every time you turn the television on, there's something about the oceans and what's happening there. And the coral reefs are fifth dimensional, and the coral reefs link energetically down into Hollow Earth, and they bring the wisdom of Hollow Earth up and spread it through the coral reefs into the oceans, but they're being destroyed. And so we need to do more to help raise the frequency of the coral reefs. And so why don't we once more, seems to be a whole lot of little visualizations we're doing tonight, but it seems so important. Just work with the waters. So just close your eyes and bring the Christ light down into your body. A stream of beautiful golden white light, pure source love. You've called on it. Open yourself up to receive it. And of course, this will also be working on you. And bring it down through your chakras, through your stellar gateway, down through your soul star, your causal, into your crown chakra. And then it's coming right down through your third eye and throat, into your heart and solar plexus, navel, sacral, base, and down into your earth star. And now you're connecting with Archangel Jules, who is in charge of the oceans. And with Jules' help, you're directing the Christ light right into every coral reef in the oceans, lighting them up energetically, seeing all the flora and fauna with golden aura, seeing the fish who are all fifth dimensional on the coral reef, also glowing with golden light. And then energetically see the link between the coral reefs and Hollow Earth. And see the love and light of Lady Gaia, of Serapis Bay, of all the great ones who work within Hollow Earth. That love and light coming up through the coral reefs and spreading a fifth dimensional energy right round the oceans. See the Christ light flowing in the oceans, the water dragons who also leave a trail of Christ light flowing everywhere in the oceans. See the Kaihils, who are the tiny little elementals who've come to Earth and are consuming the toxins in the oceans. See them working faster, clearing energy, consuming oil slicks. And then see all the rivers that are flowing from everywhere on the planet through the land into the oceans, and be aware of water dragons everywhere, millions and millions of them flowing through the waters, raising the frequency. All the great rivers that are polluted, just see the energy lifting, the energy of the people rising. And be aware of the waterfalls everywhere. And see the unicorns, the purest of the pure, pouring light down into the waterfalls, so that that energy is taken through the rivers into the oceans. And remember to send thanks to the fish, the dolphins, the rays, the turtles, the sharks, the whales, all the beings that are helping to hold the frequency of the oceans high. And then open your eyes. Okay. Any comments? That's lovely. I love to hear them. And just another very simple thing you can do is bring the Mahatma energy down through you. Just invoke it. Say, beloved Mahatma energy, please flow through my chakras into the earth. And then go for a walk and literally know that every footstep is a golden footstep, and that wherever you walk, you're leaving that energy. Thank you, Alison. You felt the light and vibration from your third eye. Went back to the abundance consciousness one. Yeah. Asking for abundance consciousness for every being. Fabulous. That's what we're doing. Okay, some of you may live in cities, places where there are huge skyscrapers, tall buildings of every kind where lots and lots of people live. And of course, as soon as you live in a skyscraper, very hard to ground yourself. So just send out a prayer to Archangel Sandalphon and his millions and millions of angels, and ask that he place a huge silver grounding ball underneath every skyscraper on the planet, every tall building. In fact, any building that's more than, that is not, where the people aren't connected to the ground. Just see that happening. Well, Gule, I can't understand your message. It's something to do with the unicorns and send you blessings. And oh gosh, I can't remember who it was, asked about the stone, this stone. It's topaz. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Gabriella. You really saw the light and felt the rise in frequency. Okay. Now look, let's just do one more little visualization. Seems to be that's the sort of angel inspiration hour this is tonight. And this is about healing the planet. So just again, close your eyes. Ask Archangel Sandalphon to place his bubble around you, his fifth dimensional bubble. What he does is he focuses on your Earth Star chakra. So just see your Earth Star chakra. See it, it's a huge silver ball of light. And you may see it sparkling and literally radiating out in all directions. And then he's bringing the energy up round you from it until you are in a magnificent bubble. But as he brings the energy up, every one of your chakras blazes fifth dimensional. So you are sitting in a fifth dimensional chakra, bubble of light. And then, as you're in this permeable bubble, just bring down a column of the lilac fire of Source. Beautiful, heart-centered lilac fire of Source, transmuting everything around you in pure love. And then bring down the higher Mahatma energy. It's coming right down through your chakras into the earth with the lilac fire of Source energy. They are going through the ley lines around the planet. You are the energy bringing them down. And bring down the magenta flame, the soul healing flame, Mariel's beautiful energy, right down through all your chakras, into the earth and round the ley lines. And remember, every single one of us is acting as a portal. Energy is coming through us all, merging in the earth and spreading. And now bring down Mary's aquamarine energy. This is bringing love, compassion, and healing down through every cell of your being, through your Earth Star chakra and going around the planet. See Lady Gaia's heart opening with delight. And she's magnifying all the energy we are sending to her so that it can do even more work to light up the planet. And then just know that this energy is continuing to pulse through you. Then when you're ready, just open your eyes, relax. And you have to ask yourself the name of your dragon. And Laura, that's lovely. Kuan Yin's dragon's coming to you. And next Wednesday is making your home a light portal. So we'll be doing more of the same kind of work. The following Wednesday is a Zoom, and that's about Saint Germain. Really, really powerful. Christiane, interesting. How do you get the right frequency to make things happen? Oh, I can't read it all. It's not happening too quickly. But the answer is just clear the blocks. Just forgive them. When you notice them coming up, just let them go. Move yourself up. And intention is so important. Just say, my intention is to forgive this person. My intention is to let this go. And they will help you. Oh, I'd love to have read some of these that have gone so fast I couldn't see them. Thank you. You saw a flash of ruby red energy go out everywhere. Great. And you saw dragons doing their thing too. You saw lots of water dragons, Gabriella. How am I walking through the Lion Gate? Yeah, well, we're all going through the Lion's Gate at the moment. That's this Leo period of 3 weeks this summer. And it's been very, very, very powerful. Right. Okay, remember what I said about making a unicorn documentary? I'd absolutely love it if you could send your stories to me through dianacooper.com. And if any of you are prepared to talk about your unicorn stories on the documentary, I'd really, really love to hear from you. So, lots of love, everybody. Next week, making your home into a light portal. Remember to keep Alfonso, physical pain, who can help? Raphael, but raise your frequency above the frequency of the pain. Oh, there's so many fascinating comments coming in at the moment. It's really lovely. And thank you, everybody. Hope to see you next week. Keep bringing those energies down through yourself and through the trees. Lots of love.